Hey, and welcome to another episode of Total Ramblings. It's Lego Friday, and I've got a set that I've actually got two of these, but I'm only building one of them today. A set that I actually bought on the day it came out. Wanted to buy more of them. I actually wanted to buy four of this set, and you'll understand why in a minute. But I have to say, this set was £50. I think it was £50. Lego is getting very, 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 very expensive. Star Wars Lego especially, and it's even beginning to price me out of the market. So I got two of them with the intention of making one long diorama. But they've been sitting in a while in my backlog, these two sets. Basically, I was waiting to see if I was ever going to get more, and I haven't been able to afford it because of recent circumstances in my life. Anyway, today we are building set 75387, boarding the Tantive 4. Now, Tantive 4, Tantive 4, Tantive 4, I've heard them all. It's Princess Leia's blockade runner. This is like the very first scene in Star Wars, right? And I'm really, really surprised it hasn't been done until now. We're sort of, 25 years into Lego Star Wars, and they finally decided to make this set. Now, admittedly, the set does come with quite a few minifigures. We've got Darth Vader, we've got two Stormtroopers, we've got Captain Antilles, and two Rebel Fleet Troopers. And because it's a 25-year anniversary of Lego set, we also get the exclusive minifigure, the ARC Trooper 5s. Now, he has nothing to do with this scene, this film, this set. And that's basically the same for pretty much, I think, all of the 25th anniversary Lego Star Wars minifigs. And I could have done without him. I would have quite happily gone with an extra Stormtrooper, because you always need lots of Stormtroopers, right? Anyway, I'm going to build this. At some point, I'm probably going to build the second one that I've got, because I've been told that if you reverse the instructions, you can basically build the other end of the corridor. Let's have a look at the box. Blurb on the side of the box. Blurb on the top of the box with Captain Antilles featured. On the other end of the box, we've got the 25 years Lego Star Wars thing. And of course, the standard blurb on the bottom. There is the front of the box, and there is the back of the box, basically showing Captain Antilles being force choked by Vader, two Stormtroopers going, what the heck is going on, and a couple of captured Rebel troopers here. Also, we have some action features in the set. I'm going to build this now. I don't think it's going to take too long, and then we're going to have a look at it afterwards together. You and me. Yeah, you and me. Exciting. Okay, we're done. There were 5 bags in this set. They were all plastic in my set. Let's get some of the dull stuff out of the way first. So, if you're interested, these are all the spare parts. Quite a lot of them, actually. There is a sticker sheet. Now, There's like 9 stickers in this set, and some of them are really small and fiddly and quite annoying. And given that they're like, these 4 stickers are the same, these 4, they could have printed these, well, they definitely could have printed this, it's a tile. They could have printed these, they're tiles. These are on sort of double cheese slopes, so maybe not those, but I don't know. Let's have a look at the manual, shall we? So, just a standard Star Wars white manual. I'll show you the actual set with the features in a minute. Nothing particularly special at the start, but the minifigure that's tracking the progress is a Rebel Fleet Trooper. And at the end of this particular manual, it does show you that you can link 2 together. The only thing is, by linking 2 together, is you don't really get like a good view. You can't sort of put it on a shelf and kind of look down the whole corridor, which is why I was thinking about building my second set and flipping it, so that doing it in reverse, so that I would have one kind of long corridor. I still might do that, but basically you need 2 of these sets. And there's some 25th anniversary Lego stuff at the back there. So normally I'd be showing you the minifigures, but I've got them set up here because we have some action features on this set. So you'll notice we've got a couple of Rebel Fleet Troopers facing off against a couple of Stormtroopers. And if I move these little levers here, I can basically send the guys flying as if they've been blasted. There we go. Actually pretty cool. So just basically little sort of pop-up sections in the floor here, moved by these levers on the side. I'd say this is pretty accurate to the scene that we see in Star Wars. We would obviously have the Fleet Troopers lined up here, and the Stormtroopers will be burning their way through this door. Now, there is the door. Now, this is a printed piece, which is cool. But look, I can basically simulate as if they've blasted or cut their way through the door like they do in the particular scene, which is quite cool. And at the back here, you can see how that's done. So the door here is just kind of one huge panel. And what we have here is basically we have a huge lever at the back here, kind of moving everything. So, you know, some good action stuff in this particular set. Let's look at the minifigs. First of all, let's get the one that I'm least interested in. This is Fives. This is the stand he comes on. So 25 years of Lego Star Wars. This, as usual with the 25-year sets, is like an extender. So you can extend all your 25-year Star Wars sets. I might do that. I don't know. Here is Fives. He has like a cloth sort of pauldron here. He has some arm printing. He has torso, and let me just bring a light in a bit better here for you. He has torso and leg printing. He even has back printing, although you can't really see it because he's got this brick-built backpack on. And I've just realised his antenna has come off. So as I've said in previous videos, I used to collect clones. I used to have a big clone army, but I'm not really interested in them anymore. That's his face there, if you can see it in this poor lighting. There you go. And that's Fives, and Fives just stands on there. Next we have Captain Antilles. We've had Captain Antilles in a previous set, I believe, maybe a couple. He's got 2 faces, stern face, extremely worried face, probably the one where he's being choked by Vader. Now here's a cool thing. They give you a 1x1 transparent clear cylinder. So what you're able to do is you can basically, I'll take out the gun because he wouldn't have had his gun at the time. You can kind of replicate Captain Antilles being force choked by Vader as he's kind of rising into the air, which is quite cool. Quite like that, actually. Anyway, that's Captain Antilles. Poor guy. I don't know if in canon we've ever found out that he's any relation to Wedge Antilles, or whether Antilles is just like a common surname like Smith. Rebel Fleet Trooper, 2 of these. So they have 2 faces, a stern sort of kind of attacky kind of face, and a sort of just a kind of regular face. 2 of them exactly the same. I've just put one of the different faces on each one with the same kind of silvery kind of grey blasters. We've got 2 stormtroopers. Now I love stormtroopers, and you can never have too many stormtroopers, and I really mean that. You can never have too many. I've got quite a big army of stormtroopers, but they're not all the same because they're all from different eras of Lego Star Wars. These stormtroopers have 2 different heads. So we have a sort of white, sort of Caucasian kind of meh kind of head, and then we've got a sort of black female kind of also a meh kind of head, you know. But standard sort of printing on the stormtroopers on the back. Bit of I'll pick this one up instead. Bit of leg printing. Obviously the helmets are the sort of the newest kind of helmets, the dual molded ones. I really like them. A lot of people don't. Yeah, you can't turn the head, but you know, whatever, it's a stormtrooper. And then finally we've got Vader. Nothing particularly different about Vader. He's got a nice flexible kind of cloth there. He's got a white kind of face with his kind of I'm Anakin Skywalker and I'm very angry kind of face, with the usual sort of scarring at the back. Bit of leg printing, bit of arm printing, torso printing, front and back. I mean, you know, he's a good Vader. He's a good Vader figure. What else can you say about Vader? So, yeah, this is a set that obviously has been many years in the waiting, I suppose. I don't know if I'm going to build the other one and flip it over and kind of have like a mirror image. I don't know, or I'll have to think about it, but I'm not going to do it tonight. Yeah, some nice action features on here. I think they've done this set justice, actually. Like I say, this, as you all know, is the very first kind of scene we see in Star Wars with the stormtroopers boarding Princess Leia's ship. Yeah, I think they've really done it justice. It kind of goes along with Lego's kind of theme of fights in corridors. You know, that seems to be a thing they're doing at the moment. Every year we have a fight in a corridor kind of scene. It was about time we had this one. So yeah, I think it's a good set. I will say, I do think it's overpriced. And I do think Lego Star Wars is getting increasingly overly expensive. And they're even pricing me out of the market, if I'm honest with you. If this set had been like £30, I would have bought 4 of them, no problem. I bought 2 and I kind of winced at that. It's overpriced. I would like some more because, like I say, you can never have too many stormtroopers, but in this instance, they're just not affordable. So, I hope you've enjoyed this Lego review. I'll try and do another Lego review next week. Also, I do other types of videos on this channel. I do drone flying, I do life stuff, I do book readings, I do unboxings, I do other toy stuff. It's total ramblings. It's random in many cases. I would just say thank you very much for watching. Please join me for another Total Ramblings video. Bye.
If you enjoy what I do here, although I can't think why, please remember to click the like button, smash that subscribe button, and hit the bell icon to be notified whenever I post a new video. You might also want to check out my website, www.worldsbestestpoet.com, if you fancy a laugh.